Hello, everybody. I'm pleased to speak here, and well, I'm speaking as an academic, and you see obviously what academics have to say fall under Chatham House rule, which is green, which means no Chatham House rule, really. So you're free to use your social media. I'll talk about contestation theory, key concepts, scenarios, and a conclusion, and it'll mainly be how to live with a norm contestation. It sounds a little bit like you feel you have to accommodate to contestation. I think contestation is a very good thing, and since I'm a theorist, I'll try to explain why that is, and then direct you towards pathways of where contestation might happen in the field of cyberspace governance. As we know, norms don't travel well. Normative meanings are generated locally, and as soon as norms are moved across borders of order, be they cultural, political, economic, epistemic, or otherwise, then there is an absence of knowledge about what a norm might mean. I mean, for me, for example, when I came here, I knew Chatham House rules, but I didn't know Chatham House rules plus, so I had to be informed. Otherwise, you might actually break the norms without even knowing it. Now, we are looking at norm implementation in globalized orders, where we have a multiplicity of stakeholders who are affected by global norms, and what we have in the absence of a functioning liberal global order is that the means of political representation are limited. So that's a problem, and when we need to take account of affected stakeholders' voices, then in most cases these are either mediated or neglected or even unheard. And that puts us globally in a situation where normative legitimacy is unstable. And of course that matters for cyberspace governance, because then we risk norm rejection and even resistance. That comes to a large extent because of the absence of local knowledge about the meaning of norms. Now, we need to kind of shift the perspective from the assumption that we do have a functioning liberal order with widely accepted norms, and instead we are looking at emerging orders. And of course, cyberspace governance is an important part of that emerging order. We have a lot of norms in the sort of pre-stage where they are in the process of being formed. So we need to take into account that the order is contested, that we have in the light of the fading credibility of the global liberal order, and we need to rethink the belief in the universal meaning of norms that are set at the macro scale of that order. And that, of course, brings us towards the mesoscale and towards places where negotiation takes place.